Welcome to the WSTY Game of the Week. It's playoff time, and we are at Rusty Chambers Stadium here in La Rondra, where tonight the La Rondra Wolves take on the North Vermilion Patriots in round one of the playoffs, Matt.
Yeah, this team coming out of the south of Lafayette, around near Abbeville. What we know about North Vermilion is they got a two-headed monster at running back, one of which is Broussard, who does double duty as the kicker. Just looking at the two teams, looks like La Rondra's got a little size advantage on them, but usually that means that team may be a little quicker. But we got two hot teams coming into the playoffs. Both teams finishing up 4-1 in their respective districts.
Yeah, each team won 4 of the last 5 games. Tonight it will be a matchup of both teams wanting to run the football, so who can run and who can stop the run will be key. But a big advantage goes to North Vermilion here in their kicking game. We watched Broussard in pregame warm-ups drill a 50-yarder, but that's not the big one. The big one is on kickoffs. If he can put the ball in the end zone where La Rondra has to go 80 yards. They'll have to overcome a lot of distance there to get in this football game. So that's going to be a big key tonight. So we will be back with you with the kickoff in just a moment. Injured on the field, hurt on the job, been in a car accident? The doctors at Anthon's Chiropractic Care will help you get back to pre-injury performance level. With treatments including chiropractic adjustments, physical therapy, and massage therapy, you will quickly begin seeing results. Anthon's even schedules Saturday appointments to ensure that your treatment will not interfere with your schedule. So give them a call at 985-542-1640 to schedule your appointment or stop by their downtown location in Hammond across from the Columbia Theater. That's Anthon's Chiropractic Care for all your chiropractic needs. We are set to kick off here. It will be Broussard, who we talked about, who had the big leg, kicking the 50-yard field goals. We'll see if he can put it in the end zone. Deep to receive for La Rondra, number 5 in Graffia. But he won't get a chance at this one as they'll come out to the 20 and they'll have 80 yards to go. So the self-proclaimed A-team in the La Rondra house, wanting that party in the pasture after the game as we line up for week 1 of the playoffs. La Rondra co-champions along with A-Meet in district this year.
Yeah, as we pointed out, La Rondra finished real strong in this district, rattling off their last 3 and put it to Bogalusa pretty bad last week. Cody James scoring 3 touchdowns in that game. Got a lot of momentum coming into the playoffs.
Pitch to the outside. La Rondra up the field, knocked down at about the 23-yard line.
What a great atmosphere for football tonight here in La Rondra.
Either I'm getting old and blind or I couldn't make out that number. I believe that was 28, Cody James.
That is James, yeah.
So James picks up 3 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, you forgot your spectacles.
It's getting bad. I need to wear them. 2nd down and 7. Hand off to James off the left side. He's up the field across the 25, maybe to the 26. It'll bring up a 3rd and manageable. Hunter Flanagan, freshman quarterback. We saw him earlier in the year, did a pretty good job.
Talking to Coach Messina before the game, he's really impressed with how Flanagan has developed as this year's going on.
Very cool and collected from what I remember in the game we did, and he'll need to keep his wits about him tonight. Opening possession for the Wolves, I formation. Hand off to the fullback right up the middle, and he's going to be about a half-yard shy, I believe. Let's await the mark. Looked like he didn't quite get to the 30, so that'll put him a little bit shy.
Someone from North Vermilion delivered a pretty good lick in there.
And the Wolves will be forced to punt on their opening possession. Coach Messina going to play it close to the vest here. Cody Smith comes in to punt it away. Set back deep to receive for the Patriots is Patton and Dietrich. Smith gets away, a nice end-over-end kick. Patton from the 37, immediately down. Good coverage there and tackle made by the freshman, Evan Johnson.
A lot of youth on the field for the Wolves.
Johnson starts at cornerback for the Wolves defense, but also gets some runs in at running back there, so a bright future here for this young man.
Now you get to see this Wolf defense, who, again, they've only gotten better as the year's gone on. only allowing through district 10 points per game. That's getting it done.
Todd Desormeaux is the quarterback. Handoff off the right side, hit immediately was Thompson.
Cody James in on that tackle, along with a few others.
Cody Smith,
number 7.
they get him at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. Opening possession for the Patriots of North Vermilion. Located over in the Cajun country between Abbeville and Lafayette. Abshire in the backfield now with Desormeaux. Here comes the blitz from the backside. He throws it. Pass is complete. Inside Wolf territory down to the 43. Number 10 for the Wolves. Damon Abram came streaking from a corner blitz. Didn't quite get there in time, and a big completion and a first down for the Patriots.
First down of the game.
And first time in Wolf territory. Yet to see Abshire or Broussard carry the football.
I believe that's Broussard back there now. Is that right?
No. Bessard on the carry. Abshire will come in the game. Loss of 2 on the play. Stout Laranger defense. And talking to Coach Messina before the game, you have to be worried about them anytime they get inside your 40 because they're almost in field goal range. So defense really's got to tighten here. 2nd down and 12. Inside handoff, not much there. He is stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A little trap play.
Thompson on the carry, nowhere to go.
Wolves read it very well.
Loss of another 2. It'll be 3rd down and 14. This is where you got to see him get after the quarterback here.
Go defense!
McGee in a corner on one side, Bickham on the other side as it's a passing situation. Desormeaux throwing. This is McGee in coverage.
They're going to flag this.
Let's see what the call is going to be. It might be offensive interference. Looked like McGee had position and made a play on the football.
Got his head turned around. It looked good from here, but unless they're saying there was some hand play.
And they do get McGee for the push-off.
There was a little contact, but it really looked like good coverage. He did everything he was supposed to do. He read the receiver's eyes, he got his head turned around and made a play on the ball, but there might have been some contact before that.
15-yard penalty and another first down. North Vermilion on the move on their first possession. 7:31 to go. As the A-team, our cameraman, Mr. Butch Lee, the Round Mountain Sound, Matt Greer, and I'm Daryl Smith, bringing you tonight's action from Rusty Chambers Stadium in Laranger. Costly penalty against the Wolves. Three backs in the backfield. This is Abshire. Gain of a couple as he gets down to the 30-yard line. Ball just inside the 30. It'll be 2nd down. We're going to call it 7.
And like you said, they're in field goal range from what we saw in pregame.
Desormeaux throws it over the middle. Pass intended for number 1, Dupuis, but it was overthrown. Pretty good coverage out there by Bickham. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Desormeaux just put a little too much air on that. If he'd have got that ball down, he might have been able to hit Dupuis.
And Graffia back there playing that center field, that safety position, was coming over. Giving Bickham a little help. Incomplete pass, 3rd down, 7. Abshire in the backfield with Desmo. Dropping the throw. Here comes the pressure. Wide receiver screen. He has a first down and more. He's going to score. Patton came in on the little wide receiver screen, and LaRondra couldn't get to him, and he scores.
He cut it right back into the middle.
27-yard pass from Desmo to Patton, and North Vermilion takes the lead 6-0. And we talked about both teams wanting to run the football, but it looks like
passing.
North Vermilion comes out ready and able to throw the football, and they've jumped out to an early lead. This is Broussard for the point after. Kick is up, and it's off the bus.
Kick that to Husser.
So the score with 6:43 to go here in the first quarter, it's North Vermilion 7, LaRondra 0. Broussard to kick it off once again at 7-0, North Vermilion. Once again, high, end over hand, will drive it deep into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20, where LaRondra will have it for their second possession. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsors, Anthon Chiropractic Clinic, Chris's Restaurant, Camps Tires, LaRondra Supermarket, Eastside Collision, and River Road Go-Kart Track. Without them, we wouldn't be here tonight. First round of the playoffs, and you couldn't ask for a better night. The weather is wonderful.
I'm out here in shorts.
Well, that's not a pretty sight, but I was talking about how it feels out here.
Yeah. Well, LaRondra really needs to answer this score, Daryl. I mean, North Vermilion got the ball. Like you said, we were talking about their running game so much. Really, that drive was done with passing.
Well,
you had a pass interference call.
Cody James right up the middle, breaks a tackle. He'll pick up 10 and a first down. Nice run right up the gut.
And that's what LaRondra needs to get going. That running game of Cody James. James just shy of 1,000 yards on the season with 15 touchdowns. So this LaRondra offense was going to go as he goes.
Well, no time to panic here for LaRondra. Coach Messina knows he's done a good job stopping the run. He had a lot of negative plays, but the big penalty hurt him, and then a couple of big pass plays. One to pick up a first down on 3rd down, and another one for the touchdown on the wide receiver screen. 1st and 10 from the 31. This is James around the right side. He's stacked up the line, but those legs are driving, and he'll pick up about 3 on the carry.
And this is a LaRondra team that's used to putting some points up on the board. We talked about how stout their defense was through district, only giving up 10 points per game. This offense through district has been averaging 29 points per game.
And they've made a little switch now. It's in Graffia at quarterback. You've got number 16, Flanagan, in the slot to the bottom of your screen. Now, Graffia has played some quarterback. He's a good runner, and that way he tried to fake him and makes a nice move to pick up anything there. Had 2 Patriots in the backfield, made them miss and picked up a couple. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, we've seen in Graffia over the last couple of years. He's a talented player.
Well, he makes some big plays for him, and right now just trying to mix things up.
He comes up a little gimpy after that play.
Well, they immediately put Flanagan back in at quarterback, and here comes Graffia. He is limping toward the near side now. He'll go to the far side. You see him in your picture, number 5. Fakes a handoff to James. Flanagan on the roll. He is going to get sacked. Wow. Big number 11 came out of nowhere, Nick Cooper, and drops him for about a 12-yard loss, and it'll be punting situation again for the Wolves.
Cooper, a tall kid, but he showed a lot of speed right there.
Well, he's the one that was on the backfield in the play before, but Graffia able to make him miss, but Flanagan not so lucky in his punting time as it's 4th and 14 for the Wolves.
They have to start putting an extra hat on that kid.
Patton and Dietrich back again. This is Cody Smith. Decent snap, got a little time, gets it away. Low end over end kick. Dietrich from the, fumbles the ball. LaRondra's got a shot at it. It's loose, and they say they have it.
And they do.
And they do.
Big break for the Wolves. They needed that.
First turnover of the game tonight, and LaRondra gets the field position in their favor now as they have the ball at about their own 49-yard line, and this is where you got to make them pay
That's
for
right.
that turnover.
You know, North Vermilion just made the mistake. You got to cash in now.
So the offense back out on the field. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 49. 4:23 to go here in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 North Vermilion. LaRonja with their 3rd possession already. Here comes James. Actually, it's a keeper. And Graffia around the right side. Picks up about 5, maybe 6. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 45 of North Vermilion. That'll be a 6-yard gain.
You see in Graffia there, he's still limping a little bit, but he looked good coming around that end.
Nice fake to James. And you can tell he's gimpy. He can't put a lot of pressure on that ankle, but sometimes there's a difference between hurting and being injured. It looks like right now he's just hurting a little bit. Flanagan back in. Hand off to James. In the backfield again was North Vermilion, able to skip by number 71 for the Patriots and pick up a couple. Be another one of those 3rd down and about 3. And yet to be successful on one of these.
They really got to pick this up. You got to make the Patriots pay for that mistake.
Flanagan stays in at quarterback. James in the backfield. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. They're going to run right up the middle and nowhere to go. And once again, number 71 for the Patriots, Jose Cervantes, stops him for no gain. This might be in one of those areas where you may have to go for it.
Well, that's what they're trying to decide now. It looks like Cody Smith's going in.
Got the field position in your favor. Now they'll try to pin them back deep. North Vermilion at this time getting a lot of penetration from those defensive tackles right up in the middle there and disrupting this Wolf offense. 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. High snap. Smith feels it, gets it away. It's off the side of his foot. It's going to take a bounce out of bounds at about the 20-yard line.
Smith's 3rd punt of the game.
That one his worst punt of the 3. So they don't really pin them back deep, but they do have them back at the 20, and North Vermilion has it for the 2nd time tonight. 2:57 to go here in the opening quarter. So we talked about coming in, being able to stop the run, and so far both teams stopping the run. The difference is North Vermilion's been able to throw some passes early. They lead it 7-0 here early. And here's the backfield we thought we would see early. It's Abshire behind Broussard. They give it to Broussard. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and nowhere to go.
I believe that just a straight handoff. Broussard went out to the right.
Somebody hit him first. Carter LeBlanc was able to wrap him up after he had been slowed down. Gain of maybe a yard on the play. 2nd and 9. Fumble back there, and I think that Abshire was able to fall on it.
He was. Number 10 from LaRonja had a shot at it.
Abram, but number 27, Dylan Vaughn, just slammed the quarterback down, knocking the ball loose. A loss of about 7 or 8 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 18. So here's where you got to get off the field if you're the LaRonja defense, and you should come out of this with pretty good field position. The LaRonja faithful on their feet. They got the rocks in the bottles, making the noise.
Better than cowbells.
Trying to reverse. A reverse pass, throws it, intended for Patton. Dietrich on the reverse, and we got a late flag.
Now I hope that's not against LaRonja.
It's in the middle of the line, usually in the area of holding, but let's see.
It was so late.
An eligible man downfield. They'll decline that penalty and force North Vermilion to punt it away.
Big stop for LaRonja right there. Look to get really good field position.
Neutral officiating crew out of Baton Rouge here for tonight's game. And it will be Ingraffia who will stand at about midfield awaiting the punt of Broussard. Let's see what kind of leg he's got as a punter. Good snap. Broussard's going to have to run it, as it was a great rush by LaRonja, and LaRonja will have it at about the 16-yard line. Special teams come into play here for the Wolves, as they had a great rush on. He couldn't get the punt away.
Yeah, jailbreak for LaRonja. They were going to get to that punt. Broussard knew it and had to tuck it and run, and there was just nowhere to go.
Well, I really thought when he got to the outside, he let somebody catch him from behind, that he would try to kick it on the run. But he didn't, and another big break for LaRonja. They got to make him pay here. 1:27 go in the opening quarter. LaRonja with a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18-yard line. Here comes James, right side, following Vaughn into the hole. James down to about the 10. Big run on first down. And they brought in big Dylan Vaughn, the linebacker, in at fullback, and he just led him through the hole.
He's a strong kid.
Second down and 3. Look for LaRonja to keep it safe here and keep it on the ground.
Under a minute left to go here in this first quarter.
The offensive line has to keep the penetration from those defensive tackles out. As here goes James off the left side, and there they are with that penetration. Hit him behind the line and stacked him up for no gain.
It seems like James is having more success on the right side of the line. That left side of the line is stout.
Right there, 78 did a little stunt to get up in the middle there. He came from the right end position. 3rd down and 3. Should be the last play. A bad snap. Flanagan gets rid of it. James
almost intercepted.
Had his hands on it, but it came up empty, and it will be 4 seconds left, and it'll be 4th down and 3. Big play here, opening quarter.
LaRonja's going to look to put 3 on the board here.
LaRonja got to get something on the board here. Number 19 to kick it, Carson Reed.
Coach Messina said Reed has been doing very well kicking the ball as of late.
Ingraffia the holder. It's a good snap, flag down.
I believe that's going to be a 1st down. I think Vermilion jumped across the line.
And if they did, that would give LaRonja a 1st down.
I see North Vermilion clapping, so maybe they were drawn. Nope. 1st down.
So North Vermilion makes a mistake and gives LaRonja life here.
It's almost like they're trying to hand the Wolves a touchdown. 3rd major mistake by North Vermilion and still winning this football game.
So 1st down and goal from the 5. Once again, these LaRonja Wolves fans waiting for something positive to happen. They keep getting their hopes up, but we haven't put it in the end zone yet.
Well, you'll hear the rocks if they score.
James, left side, got a gap, gets to the goal line. He's close.
He's pushing.
And it looks like he's going to be stopped at about the half-yard line.
And they're going to have to flip sides of the field.
As we take it to the end of the first quarter. It's that time of year again, and we're registering for the City of Hammond Youth Recreational Basketball League. Registration will run from now until the end of November and is open to all kids ages 5 through 14. You can pick up a registration form at the Michael J. Kinney Center or download it online at www.hammond.org. For more information, give us a call at 985-277-5900. The Hammond Recreation Department, where we bring recreation to life. Injured on the field, hurt on the job, been in a car accident? The doctors at Anthon's Chiropractic Care will help you get back to pre-injury performance level. With treatments including chiropractic adjustments, physical therapy, and massage therapy, you will quickly begin seeing results. Anthon's even schedules Saturday appointments to ensure that your treatment will not interfere with your schedule. So give them a call at 985-542-1640 to schedule your appointment or stop by their downtown location in Hammond across from the Columbia Theater. That's Anthon's Chiropractic Care for all your chiropractic needs. So LaRondra, first play of the second quarter here. They have it 2nd and goal from the half-yard line. James behind Vaughn, Flanagan under center. They hand it to Vaughn. He powers up the middle, and it's a touchdown. And LaRondra cuts the lead to 7-6.
A quick snap.
LaRondra went on a quick count. Vaughn got in, but not by much, but nevertheless broke the plane of the goal line. And now let's see if Reed can tie it up for the Wolves.
Flag down.
And they obviously blew the play dead because they never called the kick good or not good, so this will be a dead ball foul. Offsides against LaRondra. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone. Make this
little
point
harder.
after just a little bit harder, but he has plenty of leg. It'll make it a 25-yard point after. Kick is up.
It's good from here.
The kick is good, and we're tied at 7. Directional kick by Reed, fielded at the 24-yard line. Straight up the field is Bessard. He gets it all the way out to the 40. So there's the difference in the two kickers. When you have one that can put it in the end zone, you start at 20. Another one where you have this directional kick, and guess where it ends up? They're all the way out to the 40 in a short field and good field position for the Patriots. But the Wolves have tied it at 7.
Yeah, instead of 80 yards to go, now you only got 60. It's a big difference.
So first down and 10. Broussard and Abshire behind Despereaux. Broussard right up the gut. Fumble. Another ball on the ground, but this one I believe North Pavilion falls on again, and that would have been a big, big play for the Wolves defense. Once again, number 10, Damon Abram right there, but couldn't come up with the football.
Well, the Patriots having a little trouble holding on to the football. Is somebody putting Crisco on those footballs down there?
Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12.
The thing about it is, you know, you get into the playoffs, you cannot make those kind of mistakes and expect to move on.
Despereaux from the shotgun. LaRondra showing blitz. Handoff, trying to get to the outside. Now he'll cut it back upfield. And the Wolfpack all over it.
No, sir. LaRondra did a good job stringing that all the way out to the right. When he tried to come back in, too many Wolves in his way.
Didn't get the number, but you got to give credit to the cornerback on that side, and I believe it was Johnson who didn't let him get to the outside, forced him back in to where his teammates were, and they dropped him for another yard loss. So it's 3rd down and 14, and if they can get him on the field, off the field here on 3rd down, all that momentum starting to go in the Wolves' direction. Throwing it deep, got a man out there. He's going to get interference call as Bickham never got his head around.
Yeah, that's
was
the problem.
beaten deep. And
Bickham was beat. Now, Do you let the kid catch the ball and cruise in for 6, or do you do that? He never got his head around, so you're going to get flagged for that.
You're giving him a little more credit than I think is due. I don't think he tried to interfere with him. He just didn't even know the ball was there and just ran into him as the pass was short.
I think what he did know was he was beat on the play, and he had to catch up.
Well, it's obvious he knew he was beat. The guy was 3 yards behind him.
Yeah.
But he didn't know the pass was short. He was trying to catch up and just going all out. Nevertheless, another first down by penalty for the Patriots. The defense does 2 good plays, backs them up, negative yardage, and then they give up the penalty to give the big first down inside Wolf territory at the 49. And we're going to get an illegal procedure call against the Patriots. That'll back them up 5. It'll be 1st and 15. Left guard a little too anxious trying to fire out of there. So you definitely know that was going to be a running play. Abshire hit at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go.
Smothered. Cody Smith in there.
Vaughn in there. Trying to see number 96, looked like he was the first to hit him. Thomas.
And you got to love that type of defense where they all just swarm to the football. It's hard to just single out one player. There's so many Wolves in on that tackle. We see that over in Ponchatoula as well.
And they've done a great job of controlling the defensive line of scrimmage. They've given up a couple of passes and a couple of big penalties. 2nd and 15. Desborough throws it to the outside. Patton catches it. Good job out there as D.D. McGee. He gained a 6, but he'll still put him in about 3rd and 9.
Puts him right back at the original line of scrimmage. McGee doing his job. The receiver caught the ball, but he wasn't going anywhere.
Well, you give them that short pass, and like here, you'll give them a 3 or 4 or 5 yard pass. What you don't want to do is let them pick up almost where they'll have a chance to go for it on 4th down.
And don't whiff.
But Desborough doing a good job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly. North Vermilion will take a timeout. Desborough didn't like what he saw.
So you see the Laranja cheerleaders there trying to get the Wolf faithful pumped up for this game.
And, you know, we always come out here to Laranja, and they have more cheerleaders than I've ever seen at any high school event, probably because of the great sponsor that gets them out to participate.
One of those cheerleaders is young Miss Kaylee Uter.
31 cheerleaders. 3rd down and 9. Demo throws it over the middle, intended for Broussard. Pass incomplete as Ingraffia was right there, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You know, that ball hit Broussard right in the hands. He should have come down with that.
And let's see.
Fortunately,
looks like they will punt it away here. And Graffia will go back, set up at his 10-yard line. And what they tell you is, if it goes over your head, stand as a 10, you let it go. Anything else, you fair catch or field. North Vermilion Patriots looking to pin them deep. Good snap. Broussard, high kick, angles it. Going to hit it about the 15 and take a North Vermilion roll, and it's going to be inside the 5, dead at about the 3-yard line.
Flag on the field.
Flag down at about the 23-yard line. Look at the bright side of it against Laranja. It only cost them a couple of yards. And you see the Patriots clapping. So this will be half the distance in the goal. It'll put the ball at about the 1.5-yard line.
Long way to go, but what Laranja needs to do is get this ball out of the shadow of their own goal
Well,
post.
the thing about it is you cannot afford a mistake down here in the shadow of your goal line. 8:41 to go here in the second quarter. Playoff action, week 1. We're tied at 7.
A lot of action going on here in this area.
Well, it's just a different atmosphere when you come to a playoff game because every play could be your last of the season. You know what I'm saying? Could really hurt you. So hold on to the football, get it out of your end zone. You don't want to be punting from your own end zone. They got to pick up a couple of first downs.
You're even feeling the tension from the stands.
James goes in motion. They hand it to Vaughn, right side. Not much there.
Just trying to punch it through and get it off that goal line.
Looks to be about 2 yards on the carry, maybe 3. Little bit of breathing room as he's out to about the 5-yard line. And Graffia and Flanagan back in the game. Under 8 minutes to go here as the clock ticks down. Inside handoff to James. He's hit the backfield, spins out. Could have lost a couple of yards, but he looks like he'll pick up a couple. So it'll be 3rd down and 6. This is a kind of a big play here as far as I'm concerned because you never want to punt the ball out of your end zone. And even if you get it out of there without a great kick, they're going to come up with great field position.
Yeah.
So let's see what Coach Messina comes up with here on 3rd down, if he allows Flanagan to go to the air or they just run the ball and play safe.
James appeared to have a little daylight there, and he spun and that hole closed real quick.
The problem was they had penetration in the backfield causing him to spin, not able to get that good 2 or 3 steps before he makes his cut. Got a man wide open, and it is overthrown.
That was Ingraffia. Is that Ingraffia?
Pass intended for Ingraffia. If he puts a little air under the football, Ingraffia is still running.
Yep. He was open.
So now the Wolves will have to punt it out of their own end zone.
Cody Smith needs to get a good punt out of here.
But as you see, you have Patton and Dietrich that are standing at the LaRondre 35-yard line awaiting the punt. So
I wonder if Smith's going to try to kick it either to their left or to their right, not directly to him.
I think it really matters when you got 2 of them back there. He just wants to get it high snap and get the punt away. It is a high punt, short punt, fair caught by Dietrich at the 30-yard line. My, oh, my. So the offense unable to pick up a first down, puts the defense in bad straits here at their own 30-yard line where North Pavilion will take over.
Well, and good job by Smith. I mean, it was a high snap. That goes over his head, you got problems. And then the rush was on. He was able to get it out of there.
Need a better snap, quicker punt, and get a little more distance, but it is going to be. $7:04 to go here. And the whistle blows dead. I believe they're going to call this one dead before they snapped it as the flag falls on the far sideline. Legal procedure against the Patriots will back them up 5. Well, Rogers' defense playing well, but the Patriots' offense has helped them out a lot with a couple of turnovers and also with these penalties.
They're making a lot of mistakes.
But what LaRondre has to cut out is those penalties on the pass plays. 2 big pass interference calls have been a little costly. One cost them a touchdown. The second one kind of turned the field position in North Vermilion's favor.
Sure, that will be addressed at halftime by Coach Messina.
Demo looking to throw over the middle, incomplete. And not near anybody.
No, he had pressure on him. Number 11 for LaRondre.
Justin Zanders got a shot on him. Brings up 2nd down and 15. Three backs in the backfield. Abshire, the deep back. He'll get the football, hit at the line of scrimmage, gain of a couple. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
Not a whole lot happening in the middle of that line.
Well, this
for the
Laranger
Patriots.
defense doing a great job against the run. They're either hitting them at the line or behind the line, doing a wonderful job.
From what we've read about these two backs, they're used to making some pretty good runs right through the middle, and Laranja's not having it.
3 receivers to the top of your screen. Desmareau looking to that left side with the receiver. Hit as he threw it. It's picked up by Johnson. He's gone.
Goodbye.
You can put it in the books. He scored.
Late flag coming in.
There is a flag on the play.
I think it came in after he scored. I'm wondering if this is some kind of taunting.
Well, there was a big block there. Somebody kicked back and kicked Broussard, but let's see what the penalty is.
Good block.
It looked to be a good block.
There was no need for another block. He was gone.
Well, no, he turned and kicked Broussard back, who was the only person who had a chance.
Dead ball.
Dead ball, personal foul against Laranja.
So will that go on the extra point?
I would be willing to bet that after the block, he got up and said something to the young man, because it was a nice kickback block, but the touchdown counts, and Laranja leads it 13-7.
Will they assess this on the extra point, or will that go on the kickoff?
I believe this will go on the kickoff. Nevertheless, the Wolves have taken the lead with 6:07 to go here in the first half. Reed for the point after. Good snap, it's down, the kick is up, and it is right down the pipe, and they lead it 14-7. They've marked the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty back to the 25. That's where they'll kick off from. Directional kick fielded at their own 38-yard line. This is Bessard. He's inside Wolf territory. He stepped out of bounds at the 45, so that's where North Vermilion will take over. But now they trail it by 7, trailing for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that's where a penalty like that really hurts you. I mean, look at the field position that North Vermilion is going to start out with.
Well, we talked about it before the game. That's the difference in these two kickers. If you give Broussard a chance, he's going to kick in the end zone. You got 80 to go. With a shorter kicker here and add the penalty on to that, North Vermilion set up already at the Laranja 45-yard line, putting pressure once again on this Laranja Wolves defense, who's played pretty good here in the first half.
Hopefully they can rise to the occasion again. Timeout.
They're forced to take a timeout as number 3, Dietrich, over there lollygagging on the sideline and not in ready to go.
Lollygagging.
Injured on the field, hurt on the job, been in a car accident? The doctors at Anthon's Chiropractic Care will help you get back to pre-injury performance level. With treatments including chiropractic adjustments, physical therapy, and massage therapy, you will quickly begin seeing results. Anthon's even schedules Saturday appointments to ensure that your treatment will not interfere with your schedule. So give them a call at 985-542-1640 to schedule your appointment, or stop by their downtown location in Hammond across from the Columbia Theater. That's Anthon's Chiropractic Care for all your chiropractic needs.
First down and 10 for the Patriots. Desmareau throwing deep. This one should be caught. Oh, just out of the reach. Had a step. Bickham in coverage, but he had a step.
But most importantly, no pass interference.
So to bring up second down and 10. And our lovely cheerleader sponsor bringing me some pasta lie and some cold libation. Don't think I'll be able to eat it while I'm talking. Second down and 10. Laranja showing blitz. Desmareau going to be sacked. There's that man Johnson again coming off the corner.
Johnson's having a great game.
Talking to a friend of mine before the game, Wayne Richardson, I said, who you here to see? And he said, they got a freshman out there that somehow he's related. And he said, keep an eye on him. When we were talking about the kicker kicking the end zone, he said, we better not mess up and kick it to Johnson. Well, we saw the speed on the return and now making a big play in the backfield. The young freshman starting at corner, making his presence felt. 3rd and 14. Jethro swings it to the outside. Patton tried to make a move before he caught it, drops it, and they'll be forced to punt it away.
Yeah, he was looking upfield before he secured the catch.
Would have been short of the first down anyway, but might have been in an area where they might have went for it on 4th down. Now Broussard will punt it away. It'll be in Grappia back at about the 15. Fumbled. LaRondre almost got there. Might have got a finger on it. Short punt takes a LaRondre bounce. And they'll have it at their own 41-yard line.
Backed up 6 yards.
I'm pretty sure somebody got a finger on that punt.
So we got 5 minutes left to go.
Up 14-7, if LaRondre can somehow put together a little drive.
How's that Passalai?
Passalai is good.
That's why it wasn't talking.
I know.
It's about the only time that I don't talk. Even when I'm sleeping, I have a tendency to run my mouth. Flanagan to James, left side, cuts inside, out to the 50.
Good run, about 9 yards. They always treat us real nice whenever we come here to LaRondre.
I'm sorry, I was eating. Did you say something? Second down and a yard, 4:35 and counting here to go in the half.
Well, I was offered some, but I passed, and now I'm kind of regretting that, watching you scarf that down. May have to go get some at halftime.
Well, I'm not sure if they had any diet pasta for you, though.
That's what I was worried about.
James, right side, has the first down inside Patriot territory, down to the 47.
You almost get that feel like the Wolves are really starting to assert themselves now.
Well, they're kind of starting to control the line of scrimmage a little bit on both sides of the football. Grappia comes in motion, inside handoff. Nowhere to go. Big lineman got him in the backfield. A loss of 5 on the play. Number 35 back there. Castle Drummer. That's a good name for a football player.
He's a big kid, too.
Castle Drummer gets him in the backfield.
You know, don't be fooled by this 5-5 record North Vermilion brings in here. Coach Messina told us about that before the game. You know, they're in a district that 6-3A where Notre Dame, undefeated, won that district. This team was the runner-up.
Well, it was their only loss in district was to Notre Dame. Swing pass to James. He's hit the backfield, makes a man miss, cuts inside the 50. He's back to the original line of scrimmage. Picks up 5. He's marked down inbounds.
And, of course, they won't have to face Notre Dame because they're one of those select schools with the new format in playoffs this year. We covered Springfield last year when they made their run and eventually had to run into that buzzsaw John Curtis. That won't happen this year.
And there's a lot of controversy about the 2As. Flanagan throws, incomplete, out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th down.
3 Patriots around that pass. Flanagan under pressure. So we're on to 3 minutes left to go till halftime.
The incomplete pass stops the clock at 2:43, so the Patriots will get the football back.
Now, the scoreboard's not reflecting it, but I'm pretty sure the Patriots only have 1 timeout left. I think they've taken 2.
They have taken 2. Look like the Patriots jumped off sides. That'll give them 5 yards, but not enough to where I think Coach Messina would go for it here.
You don't think he's a riverboat gambler?
Not at this point in the half, I don't believe.
May give him a moment of pause there. He's changing his mind.
And looks like I could be wrong here. Coach Messina sending the offense back out on the field.
But they're going to have to hustle because we're under 15 seconds.
Well, they've got some timeouts left. Plenty of time.
Oh, my goodness. Call timeout. Call timeout.
It looks like Coach Messina is going to get a timeout. Situation was Ingraffia stepped toward the line of scrimmage, but he's able to move up. Then the other guy could move back, so that's why it wasn't a penalty.
Ingraffia thought he was guilty of the motion, and he wasn't. Even the people from the stands were yelling him, line back up, line back up.
And
fortunate not to have cost him 5 yards there. It still gives
but it does change their mind as they'll send Cody Smith out to punt it away.
Yeah, that the coach from North Vermilion is arguing that. But like you said, Ingraffia is allowed to go in motion from that slot. He can go towards the line because he's off the line.
He can step up to the line and stop.
It did look very awkward, though.
Well, the one great thing about this, it won't be controversial since LaRondra's going to punt it away anyway.
Right.
So Smith, another high snap, gets it. He's going to try to run it, and he's not going to get there.
But another great play by Smith, preventing that ball from sailing over his head.
So once again, the bad snap is starting to haunt them. Let's see if the Patriots go down and get on this scoreboard. It's going to come back to that bad snap. They got to find a way to get some better snaps, as everyone pretty much tonight's been high going to the punter. This LaRondra Wolves defense played strong the whole first half. See if they can hold on for another 2 minutes, 43 seconds. Wildcat formation.
That was number 9. We hadn't seen him yet.
Caleb Castro comes in. Basically a called run.
Come on, defense, be smart.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Time ticking down towards 2 minutes.
Clock continues to tick. I think North Vermilion only with 1 timeout left. Desmareau gets rid of it as he's hit, and he took a shot.
Wake up tomorrow, man.
Number 11 in there for LaRondra. That's Justin Zanders.
He's been very active tonight.
Well, he gave him a shot right there, something he'll remember next time he drops back to throw, I can promise you. Third down 7, ball just outside the 45-yard line. Patriots at their own 45. Once again, throws this one up for grabs. Good job right there by cornerback number 4, D.D. McGee. Fought his way to the inside and could have been called pass interference on the offense. Nevertheless, it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's what the coaching staff from LaRondra and all these fans in front of us are yelling for. As McGee broke to go get that football, the offensive player turned defense and held McGee.
No flag on the play, so it'll be a punting situation. Broussard high. Ingraffia from his 16. Just got to hold on to the football. He'll go down at his 21, and LaRondra will get it with 1:46 to go.
Now, does LaRondra have all 3 of theirs? I don't remember them taking one. They did take one. But I tell you, a long way to go in 1:46. I'm wondering if Coach Messina's content with this 7-point lead and go in and make some halftime adjustments.
Well, he's in a 3-receiver set. Let's see if they let Flanagan go to the air here on 1st down and 10. Inside, handoff to James. He's got a hole up the middle. Out to the 37. Gain of 14 on the play and a 1st down.
Now you see, this is a spread formation they're doing, and they may have just learned something right there about that North Vermilion defense. If you can spread them out, that may open up some more gaps for James going into the second half. You're going to get motion on James on that play.
Well, I think the offensive line moved first. He moved with them. Nevertheless, it'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Wolves. Mark it back 5, 1st down and 15. Minute 29 to go here in the opening half. Pass over the middle, batted down.
Number 35. He's got some meat cleavers hanging from his shoulders, doesn't he?
35 is a big young man down there. Drummer, a senior.
He just got that big old paw up and swatted it down.
2nd down and 15. Flanagan looking to throw, trying to get James to the outside.
He got
Catches
him.
it, gets out of bounds. Going to be back to about the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up
3rd and about 9.
Let's call it 9. 1:09 left to go in the half. Like to see him throwing the football, but you can't afford a mistake here, so some safe passes for the freshman. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Bad snap. Flanagan comes up with it. Now he'll run, and it's going to get knocked down at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. And North Vermilion, I believe, is going to take their last timeout. So 4th down, Cody Smith back to punt it away. Dietrich, the lone return man.
Better snap.
Barely gets it away, end over end kick. Is going to take a LaRondre bounce and go out of bounds at about the 37 of North Vermilion. Smith did a good job getting that away as pressure was coming right up the middle.
56 seconds, no timeouts for the Patriots.
They can stop the clock when they get a 1st down to move the chains. Pretty good played first half. It's been a pretty even ball game.
Defense, stand up, let's go.
Two receivers to the top of your screen. Desborough looking to throw, zips one over the middle, complete to Patton. Out to midfield, he picks up 13.
Patton found that crease in the middle of that Wolf defense.
Clock stops, 49 seconds while they move the chain. Now they wind it. Castro in at quarterback. Looking to throw it deep. Good position out there by LaRondre and batted down. Nice play out there by James.
That's how you defend that.
You beat him to the spot, then you come back to the football. Not going to let the man get behind him. Clock stops 35 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10. Here comes Desborough back in. Keep wanting to call him Desperado.
Demo. I like Demo.
You like that because it's easy to pronounce. Good snap. Desborough rolls to his left. He's got some running room out there. Zips it to the outside. Knocked out of bounds, but was he in? Yes, he was.
Yeah,
Ball
they're
at the
marking it.
40-yard line. 28 seconds left. So it's a first down. Desborough with Thompson in the backfield. Quick pass, going deep. Pretty good coverage out there. Once again, number 4, McGee. He's slow to get up. We saw him go to the ground coming off the field after the last series.
Well, McGee had excellent position on that play.
Well, at this point in the game, you know the coaches tell them, don't let anybody get behind you. Big number 96, Thomas, comes off the field for a breather. Getting some fresh legs in there. Pass inside to Patton. They're going to stop him down. The clock will continue to tick. They're going to be under 15 seconds here when they get the ball back to the middle of the field. Let's see if they walk up and spike this one. They do, and the clock stops with 6 seconds to go, and it will be 4th down.
Time for one play.
You would either have to throw a quick out now. This ball rests at the 34-yard line. They're going to attempt a 51-yard field goal, and we saw Broussard hit one from this distance earlier. He's got the leg. Let's see if he's got the accuracy. And
LaRondre took a timeout.
Takes a timeout.
You all right? We'll go back.
So with 6 seconds to go on 4th down, Broussard to attempt a 50-yard field goal. You don't see this much in high school, folks. Kick is up. The
Plenty
kick
of
is
distance.
long enough, but I believe it is going to be
Wide
off
right.
to the right.
Yep.
So Roger dodges the bullet. 1 second left on the clock. They'll have to come in and kneel on it.
I tell you, that would have been good from 60. Plenty of leg.
Like I said, it's easy to kick them in pregame, but when that rush is coming, the adrenaline's flowing. But he had plenty of leg. So
would you assume a quick kneel down right here?
You would assume that they would kneel on the football. They are in safe formation, so look for Flanagan to take the snap, go to a knee. And LaRondre will go to the half, leading it 14-7 over North Vermilion.
Good football game.
Enjoy your halftime show.
And I got this.
Injured on the field, hurt on the job, been in a car accident? The doctors at Anthon's Chiropractic Care will help you get back to pre-injury performance level. With treatments including chiropractic adjustments, physical therapy, and massage therapy, you will quickly begin seeing results. Anthon's even schedules Saturday appointments to ensure that your treatment will not interfere with your schedule. So give them a call at 985-542-1640 to schedule your appointment or stop by their downtown location in Hammond across from the Columbia Theater. That's Anthon's Chiropractic Care for all your chiropractic needs.
Teams are back on the field. The coaches have made their adjustments, and now we see, with 24 minutes to play, who lives to play next week as Reed kicks it off. Fielded by Thompson at the 32. He's going to try to reverse his field, but nowhere to go. He'll be stacked up at the 35-yard line. So we are here in LaRonger for the playoff game, first playoff week this season, and LaRonger leads over North Vermilion 14-7 at halftime. The self-proclaimed A-team on the WSTY Game of the Week, Game of the Week.
Easy for you to say.
That's right. Butch Lee, the cameraman, Matt Greer, and myself, Darryl Smith, bringing you tonight's action. And a little bit of lull here. Everybody on their edge of their seat at halftime. It's been a first half that could have went either way, but the LaRonger Wolves lead it 14-7.
Could be worse. Most of the mistakes made by the Patriots.
But LaRonger's defense was stout in the first half. Hand off to Broussard. This time he's at the tailback position. He'll pick up about 7.
Well, that's the most daylight he's seen.
Well, he's
so
been
far in this
lining
game.
up at the fullback, and this time they line him up as a tailback. He's the bigger of the running backs. Now, Broussard missed a 50-yard field goal right before the half to leave it at 14-7.
It's almost like a wishbone they're running.
Second down and 3. This is Broussard again, right side. He stumbles a little bit. The Wolves will stop him short of the first down.
He tripped over the 41-yard line.
So third down and 2.
Of course, coming out of halftime, you see these halftime adjustments, What do you think went on in that Wolf locker room?
Well, they've got to find a way to quit making the mistakes that they've made to put their defense in bad field position. You can't fumble on the ground. We saw the Patriots have a lot of trouble with that. Either way, whether the LaRonger has it or not, they won't have the first down. Patriots do get it back, but it'll be fourth down and about 1.5 yards. So a fumble snap from center from Desborough.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was addressed about the couple of pass interference calls that we saw.
Well, the problem is you put your defense time and time again in short field situations, and they came up with stops, but you can't expect them to do that all night long. Going for it on fourth down. Handoff and a first down. Broussard on the carry.
He just lowered his head and powered straight forward for that first down.
You see a lot of the times you back a big guy up back and get him a running start, and he can make some damage, and they pick up the first down, get it out to the 48-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you by Anthon's Chiropractic Clinic, Chris's Restaurant, Camps Tires, LaRonger Supermarket, Eastside Collision, and River Road Go-Kart Track. I want to thank them for sponsoring tonight's action as we're here at Rusty's Chamber Memorial Stadium. Desborough looking to pass, gets hit late, completes it. We got a flag down as the pass is completed to number 5, Dominic Governale. Let's see what the penalty is.
Number 6.
Governale's all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Number 6.
That flag went down in the defensive backfield.
Check it, it was Thompson on the reception.
You good? I'm sorry, I'm in your way.
And it's holding against LaRonger. So North Vermilion coming out here quickly in the second half and putting some pressure on this defense, and they'll be in great field position. First down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Opening possession of the second half for the Patriots. So Coach Byler making the change, putting Broussard back at tailback and paying dividends here. Broussard dragging people.
Yeah, this is an alignment they did not see in the first half. So this is a halftime adjustment by North Vermilion.
And now it'll be up to Coach Messina to make an adjustment of his own here. Pick up a 5 on first down and opening a little bit of hole, but Broussard doing a lot of it on his own. Abram limps off the field. James in. Broussard left side, lowers his shoulder, dragging people. He's down to the 10 and a first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Patriots.
They're just pounding the ball right at the Wolves. And like, you know, you brought up a very good point. Broussard's a big bruising back. You get all that momentum going one way, he's hard to bring down.
Well, he's running downhill. You don't see him shifting left or right, going east and west. He's just trying to get in the hole and get up the field and doing a pretty good job of it. 1st and goal, Patriots. Broussard again, but we got a flag down, blew it dead. And it's a delay of game penalty against the Patriots. One of those penalties that drive coaches crazy.
Well,
you're sitting right there looking at the play clock in front of you. You got to get that play off. So 1st and goal from the 15. Broussard now at fullback. They turn inside handoff, and that's the big defensive lineman.
Another flag.
Drummer on a little misdirection. Legal procedure against the Patriots, backing them up.
They're going backwards.
But he had a lot of daylight on that play. Looks like the Patriots trying to come out here and go more with a power game here in the second half. So now 1st and goal from the 20, 8:24 and counting to go in the third quarter. The opening possession of the second half. The Patriots have marched down the field, but now kind of got it in reverse here.
Yeah, they're sputtering a little bit now.
The Ranger defense needs to make a play here on first down. Broussard right up the middle. Solid run of 9.
Now Broussard's just gashing them right now. LaRonja has got to find an answer for this.
Bickham gets up, helmet off, puts it back on, trying to get back in there. Now he'll come to the sideline. Coming into the game, Javon Francis. Might be Javion if I'm mispronouncing that. Nevertheless, it's 2nd and goal from about the 11. Inside handoff to Drummer. He's just powering forward, still on his feet.
Oh my goodness.
LaRonja trying to strip the ball. Finally, the whistle blows at about the 5.
They just could not bring the big man down, lost his helmet and everything.
And I believe he'll have to come off the field. Third down and goal. Ball just outside the 5-yard line. Broussard still the tailback. He'll get the football off the left side. He's stacked up but trying to go forward. He'll be close, but he'll be short.
He's short.
Gets it down to about the 2-yard line where it will be 4th down and goal.
Big play coming here.
They haven't stopped Broussard many times for less than 2. I think you got to sell out the house here and go right up the gut.
Surprised Drummer didn't come back in.
So the Ranger defense, who's been strong all night, the biggest test so far tonight, 4th down and goal from the 2. And LaRonja jumps off sides.
That's just going to move him a little closer.
A lot easier to get 1 than it is 2. Offsides Wolves.
Wolves trying to jump that snap count.
And right here, you just got to win your battle at the line of scrimmage and hope that if you get a lick on Broussard that you can stop him.
Here comes Drummer back into the game.
And it looks like North Vermilion's going to take a timeout. Big fourth down play here as North Vermilion on the 2-yard line. It's Broussard left side. He's hit.
No.
And not going to get there. The Wolves stop him.
Huge play by the Wolves.
Stood him up at the 2-yard line and turned him back.
LaRonja defense rising to the occasion once again.
Got to take some wind out of the sails of this North Vermilion Patriots team.
And that was a good drive.
But now it's time for your offense to get out of this goal line and push them back a little bit. You got to be able to pick up a couple first downs. You don't want to go 3 and out and give them the football back on a short field. They've established a little bit of momentum on offense, even though you came up with the big stop there.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriots drove the field.
Handoff right up the middle. I believe it's Vaughn.
Which is that's what they did the last time they were down in this situation.
But they did not pick up the first down the last time here. Got to get a little bit of breathing room, but they've got to pick up a first down here. Want to give that defense a little bit of a breather too. Second and 7. This time it's James. He skips back toward the middle of the field, but nowhere to go. Might have got a half yard.
You know, James is another one. You got to get him running downfield. When they get him lateral, he's not very effective.
Well, his problem is that the penetration by the Patriots defensive line is causing him to have to make a move in the backfield.
Right.
You got to get him to make the move on the linebacker right in the hole, and haven't been able to do a whole lot of that tonight. Third down, and we'll call it 6, but it's a long 6. Swing pass to the outside. Caught, but let's see the mark if that's going to be enough for the first down.
I think it is.
Pass completed to Vaughn, and it will be a first down.
That's a big one. We really couldn't tell from here, but I was hearing the cheering from down that end of the stands.
Keeps that clock ticking. LaRonja with a 14-7 lead over the North Vermilion Patriots. Patriots came out in the second half, drove the football right down the gut all the way to the goal line and get stopped with a goal line stance. From the shotgun, and we're going to get a flag. It looks like it might be procedure against the Wolves.
I think it was this receiver on the near side.
Nevertheless, it'll be first down and 15. Not the kind of penalty you want when you're backed up at your own end.
Not at all.
Especially after you just got a big first down. James being chased down from behind. That tall, lanky defensive end, Cooper, number 11, got him from the backside.
You see how fast Cooper is.
Cooper, a tall, lanky defensive end, and he was able to come around that corner from the backside as the play went away from him and run it down. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the fast-moving third quarter. Second down, 14. Fumble snap, but James, Johnny on the spot, picks it up, but he's got nowhere to go.
Heads up by James. Flanagan, he bobbled the snap, and it just ended up in James's hands.
Well, the snap was off to his left side where James was standing. He just went ahead and took it and went forward. Loss of yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 15. So bad snaps have been something that has haunted the Loranger Wolves tonight, especially on the punts and here on the play from the shotgun. So it'll be 3rd down and 15.
After picking up the big first down, Loranger's going backwards.
Another snap that almost got away from him. Now Flanagan zips it, got a man open, has the first down and more, and fumbles the ball, and the Patriots will get it.
My goodness.
Number 9, Jalen James, has made some big plays over the years for Loranger, but this time he coughs it up and gives it to North Vermillion at the 45-yard line of Loranger.
He feels bad. He was trying to scoot for extra yardage, lost control of that football. However, the field position isn't as bad.
Well, actually, to be honest, had Loranger punted the football, this is probably a good punt for him.
Yeah.
So you hate to fumble football away when you had picked up the first down, but a good throw by Flanagan. But now North Vermillion, Despereaux, going to roll right, looks back to set up the screen left. Pass tipped at the line of scrimmage and goes incomplete.
Is that 96 in there?
Looked like 96 Thomas, a freshman.
Another freshman? The cupboard is definitely not bare for Coach Messina.
2nd down and 10, and they were trying that wide receiver screen, which they had some.
That's the one they scored a touchdown on?
The touchdown play early in the first half. Tried it again, but this time getting that big paw up and knocking it down. Inside handoff to Broussard.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground, and I believe the Wolves have it. Number 27, Dylan Vaughn hit Broussard, stood him up, stripped the football, and the Wolves take over at their own 40-yard line with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Another defensive play by Loranger. My, oh, my.
Give a lot of credit to this defense here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
If Loranger ends up winning this football game, you can guarantee it's been the defense so far that's put them in the position.
And coming up in that 4th quarter, we'll be naming a player of the game. I don't think we've had a defensive player of the game. What is going on here? They have given the ball back to North Vermillion. Loranger's not ready.
They must be saying that his forward progress had stopped before he fumbled the football.
That's an awful call.
Despereaux, now they're going to go for the jugular. And that's going to be a flag.
Oh, and that's another bad call.
Terrible call there.
And now you're going to get you're going to get unsportsmanlike conduct on the coaching staff. This is bad, because from our perspective, we saw that ball clearly come out of Broussard's hands. That was a fumble.
So now you're going to get pass interference and then the unsportsmanlike conduct on the sideline.
Come on, don't take it from the kid.
And,
now they'll take it half the distance from the 26. The ball will be marked all the way down to the 13-yard line. So North Vermillion in scoring territory once again, thanks to a bad call on a fumble and then looked like a bad call on the interference.
I mean, the coach coming out yelling at the referee, I got that, but he's angry because he had 2 terrible calls.
So when it looked like Loranger would have the football, now all of a sudden, North Vermillion 1st and 10 from the 13, trying to tie up this game. Besser nowhere to go.
No, what a hit.
Was Vaughn.
You got an angry football team down there is what you got.
A legal hit as he just ran through him and knocked the helmet off. Second down and 11.
You got a defense out there just playing their tails off.
Vaughn, one of those seniors who doesn't want it to end here tonight, laying it all on the line. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Broussard back at tailback. Fake it. Desborough throws it to the outside, off the hands of Thompson. Credit that to the defender who jumped up and blocked his vision, and it'll be third down and 11.
Now it's going to be interesting here. If they don't pick up a first down on this play, will Tommy Byler from North Vermilion go for that field goal?
Oh, I think absolutely he will. LaRondre hasn't shown that they've really been consistently able to move the football. Dropping back to pass. Playing safe as LaRondre. Now they'll come late. Throws it to the outside, and he is out of bounds, and it's fourth down.
I think here comes the leg. Holding. I never saw the flag come down. It's over here on this sideline.
And it's amazing you can call holding. I've never seen holding calling from the outside line judge. They're going to decline the penalty and force the kickoff, the field goal team to come in. And here comes Broussard. 29 seconds to go, 14-7. North Vermilion will attempt. Let's see what it'll be. A 31-yard field goal. This
No
one
good.
is blocked, and it's no good.
Blocked. Is that Cody Smith?
I think it was. Cody Smith got a hand on it. And once again,
How about
the
that?
LaRondre Wolves defense dodges a bullet and keeps the lead at 14-7.
And I'm just going to say that's justice served right there.
24 seconds to go. Now this offense has to get something going here. Defense is playing great, but they need a little rest here. Fake to James, and Grappia grabbed him by the jersey and jerked him back.
Yeah.
And that should be the last play of the third quarter.
I think you got a frustrated Patriot team over there.
LaRondre, 14. North Vermilion, 7.
fingers.
Will go to the fourth quarter.
4 fingers in the air.
It's that time of year again, and we're registering for the City of Hammond Youth Recreational Basketball League. Registration will run from now until the end of November and is open to all kids ages 5 through 14. You can pick up a registration form at the Michael J. Kinney Center or download it online at www.hammond.org. For more information, give us a call at 985-277-5900. The Hammond Recreation Department, where we bring recreation to life. Injured on the field, hurt on the job, been in a car accident? The doctors at Anthon's Chiropractic Care will help you get back to pre-injury performance level. With treatments including chiropractic adjustments, physical therapy, and massage therapy, you will quickly begin seeing results. Anthon's even schedules Saturday appointments to ensure that your treatment will not interfere with your schedule. So give them a call at 985-542-1640 to schedule your appointment or stop by their downtown location in Hammond across from the Columbia Theater. That's Anthon's Chiropractic Care for all your chiropractic needs.
Second down and 8. Flanagan looking to throw.
Plenty of
late
time.
over the middle, in between the receiver, They had to throw it right over the two defenders in between to the receiver, looking for number 9, Jalen James, but that was a dangerous pass.
It was. But I tell you, the offensive line gave him plenty of time to throw.
We often said there's always a lot of area over the middle.
But late over the middle?
But late over the middle is a dangerous spot. Now it's 3rd down and 8. Haven't seen Ingraffia make a big play in this football game. Look to maybe to get the football to him here. Ingraffia lined up in the slot. They're looking for James. Ball's thrown up for grabs. He comes up with it. The
nice
much
play.
shorter defender. Now they're going to say the ball came out.
Ball must have came loose as he came down.
And we're going to get a roughing the passer call against North Vermilion, and that will give the Wolves a 1st down. So James with a chance to make a big play there, not able to pull it in, but they're going to be bailed out by the penalty.
It was a real good effort by James. He went up and got that football.
Got his feet down, but must have dropped it at the last minute. Nevertheless, Flanagan takes the shot for the team and gives LaRondre a 1st down. Early 4th quarter, LaRondre leading at 14-7, first round of the playoffs of the WSTY Game of the Week. James hit immediately.
Nope.
And I'm going to tell you right now, number 11, Nick Cooper, has had a whale of a football game for North Vermilion. He has been in the LaRondre backfield all night long.
Oh, is that big number 11 on the other side? Yep. One of the most entertaining 14-7 ball games you'll see.
Well, always the drama is intensified when it's do or die, one and you're out. Flanagan looking to throw. Swings it for James. This time it's tipped and almost picked off.
Trying to get James the ball.
Well, the last time he threw the ball up in the air, let James go up and get it. This time he underthrew it more on a line, and number 30 able to make a play on it. Windman, a senior for North Vermilion, but you got to like the matchup with James against him. He's probably got at least a 5-6 inch height advantage on him.
Well, make no mistake, they've targeted that.
Can't afford to make a mistake here, though. They're going to take a timeout there as Flanagan didn't like something he saw. Coach Messina didn't even go into the huddle on the sideline. And we're going to get a dead ball there as he called the head official over and had some questions about some of these calls here. Offsides defense.
That helps.
So instead of 3rd and 11, it'll be 3rd and 6. So they've already given up 1 first down to LaRondre via the penalty, and this one gives them a more 3rd and manageable. Let's see if Flanagan can get one of these passes completed and pick up a first down. 11:05 here. They have a 7-point lead. Not much scoring since the early second quarter, but it has been exciting. Swing pass. James catches it in motion. Cuts inside. Has a first down. Holds on to the football. He's all the way down to the 44-yard line of North Vermilion. Nice little simple swing pass, and James did the rest on his own.
You see what James can do when he's in space.
Well, you got to give Flanagan a lot of credit because the pass caught him in stride.
Right.
That's the difference in the world of them making the first down or it just being a completed pass.
He let that linebacker come in. He floated right over the top of him. James in space is able to find that crease and get up the field.
Caught it in stride, picks up the first down. So LaRondre with a 1st down and 10 from the 44-yard line of the Patriots. James, right side, couple of yards. Hunter Fonts out there leading the way, but not quite enough gap for James to break it. But he's the kind of back that if you keep giving it to him, sooner or later he's going to get a hole and break one. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
James with about 60 yards rushing in the ballgame at this point.
As you see him come off the field, he's got a little hitch in his giddy up too.
Yeah, well, I tell you, this is a tough game they're playing out there tonight.
Ingraffia off the left side, breaks it.
Look out.
Could be gone.
Goodbye. And you called it.
I talked about it earlier. Graffia's been quiet, but he's one of those kind of players that can make a big play. They put him in at tailback at the right time, and he was able to skip through and cut back against the grain, use his speed, and extend the lead for Laranja.
It seems like every time we do one of these Laranja games, and Graffia always comes up with some kind of electric play like that.
Well, and he's been quiet all night, hadn't done hardly anything, but comes up down there to extend the lead to 20-7.
Well, you saw James come out, like you said, hitching his giddy up. He comes out, they line up in Graffia at the tailback position, and there you go.
Let's see what's going on here because the whistle blew. Sounded like the whistle blew before he ever kicked the ball, but the official's still meeting at midfield, but both teams off the field, and the extra point was good. I never even saw him make the good signal.
No, I didn't see it either.
So this official crew having a little bit of trouble here tonight.
Well, amid all the rigmarole, the bottom line is the Wolves are on top 21-7.
So Laranja extends their lead with 9:44 to go in the ball game to 21-7.
Can't remember last time I used that word, rigmarole. Wasn't that in a commercial or something?
Yes, it was. No rigmarole.
So finally a little cushion now.
Well, with 9:44 to go now, you just have to keep playing the solid defense you've been playing the whole game. Don't get beat deep and don't make any stupid penalties. But your offense did exactly what they needed to do. They came out, got some first downs to give their defense a rest, but then they went ahead and got it punched in to extend the lead. Sharp, directional kick. Nice catch there, because I'm going to tell you what, he's going backwards as he feels that he easily could have dropped that football.
Dangerous. And he paid for it, too, because he took a lick.
Whole bunch of the Wolves tackle him. They are going to have the football at about the 33-yard line, so 9:40 to go and a 14-point lead. Defense back on the field, and they have been the stars tonight.
They have. And you know, we saw that stuff went on with the fumble and then the pass interference, and you had the unsportsmanlike on the coaching staff. It almost seems like it lit the fires for these Wolves.
Well, you see Vaughn out there in the middle trying to get these Laranja stands who are packed tonight involved. They start to make some noise. Blitz over the middle. Good coverage by Cody Smith. Number 10, Abram, coming from the corner blitz and levels Desborough.
He did, and you know what? It's a clean hit, too. He didn't go for the middle of his back to try to hurt him. He put the shoulder down.
Well, the success that North Vermilion had throwing the football was quick passes by Desborough, but right now they're seeing that corner blitz coming, and he's taking a shot every time he lets go of the football. And it kind of takes them out of their game plan. They came out, opening possession the second half, power football, running it.
And doing well, yeah.
But with a 2-touchdown lead and only 9.5 minutes to go, looks like they're going to have to throw the football. Abram from the backside. Completed pass, but for no gain.
Cody
Smith again. That one was completed to Thompson, but no gain on the play.
You know, you see play after play, and there's a lot of the usual suspects out there. And good defense by Cody Smith. You know, he allowed the receiver to catch the ball in front of him and then secured the tackle.
So 3rd down and 9. Under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Wildcat formation. Bassett is going to run it on the right side. He's hit, knocked out of bounds by number 11, Zanders. And the coach over there for North Vermilion begging for something. But looks like he was hit right about the, or did he step? He stepped out before, and that's why it won't be a late hit out of bounds.
Right, that's what he was arguing. The coverage by the Wolves was good.
Well, when a guy
Problem was
steps
they all
out-
ran off.
When a guy steps out but keeps coming up the field hard at full speed, you don't know that he stepped out if you didn't hear the whistle. So it'll be 4th down, and the Patriots will have to go for it here. Clock approaching, 8:10 to go in the ball game. 4th down and 4.
Wolf fans getting loud.
Vesper zipped it over middle, picked off by Vaughn.
Dylan Vaughn.
Vaughn's at the 10, the 5,
Touchdown! Flags.
Was watching Patton as he tried to catch him from behind, swiped at the football but not able to get it.
Flags are well away from the play. Whatever it was, it involved the quarterback from North Vermilion.
Well, all the officials meeting in midfield. Let's see them sort it out here. A legal block against Laranger and a personal foul against Laranger is going to negate the touchdown, but they will have the football. So Laranger gets hurt by the penalties on the interception return by Vaughn, but they do have the football at the 35-yard line, 7:50 to go. James, left side, runs through the tackle this time. That time, number 11, Cooper got up the field, but James ran through the hand tackle, picks up a 1st down.
There's some aggravated fans here in the stands around us.
Well, once again, though, those are dumb penalties because that happened way away from the football.
way
It had
away.
nothing to do with the play, and you got to keep your cool if you're going to advance in the playoffs. May not come back to haunt them tonight, but I guarantee you Coach Messina won't be happy about that. James coming left side. Going to slip and fall, and had 3 of them blocking Cooper that time, and he still was able to get in the backfield.
Here comes some flags. These are real late.
One of the North Vermilion players had his helmet come off. Let's see if it was ripped off.
Well, there was an offensive lineman laying on top of one of the North Vermilion players. I don't think there was any malicious intent, whatever this is.
And obviously you don't know what you're talking about because it's a personal foul.
Well, no, that's what I'm
against
saying.
Laranger.
It was obvious they were going to call it on him, but that's why he's arguing. I didn't do anything.
Well, obviously he did something because the helmet was off the young man underneath him. And the officials caught him, and that'll back him up 15. The only good thing for Laranger right now, it gives them another play, and they got to get this clock moving and keep it in bounds, continue to tick.
I'd love to see a stat on the penalty yardage tonight.
Laranger with way too many personal foul penalties tonight, I can tell you that. 2nd down, 25 for the Wolves. Fakes it to James. Looking to throw his Flanagan. Got a man open. Completed. All the way down. Still on his feet. Keeps his
Oh, my
goodness.
Touchdown. That's Zanders.
Justin Zanders, the big defensive lineman, lined up at a tight end, and how he stayed on his feet to get into the end zone is amazing.
What a display of balance going down that sideline. That's one of the better plays you will see right there.
Let's make sure there's no penalties and they don't take this one off the board.
I think we're clear.
27-7 your score as Reed will attempt the point after. It's up. It's good, and it's 28-7 with 7:13 to go in the ball game. Laranger has taken control. So Reed to kick it away, a 21-point advantage for the Wolves. This one high, directional kick, fielded on the run by North Vermilion, and they'll get it out to their 45. Smith and Brown on the tackle. So with 7:08 left to go in the ball game, LaRondra with a 21-point lead.
Well, you would hope this lead's insurmountable.
Well, the thing that you have to realize coming out in the second half, North Vermilion went to a power running game and had some success. But they can't do that down 21 with 7 minutes to go. They're going to have to go to the air, and this is a chance for those defensive linemen to get after the quarterback. Just cannot get beat deep if you're one of those defensive backs out there.
And I'm sure that's what they're telling them. Don't let them get behind you.
McGee and Bickham the corners. Swing pass to the outside. Thrown out of bounds. Pass completed to Dietrich. Clock stops, 7:01. LaRondra running those fresh linemen in there. Because now they're going to be chasing the quarterback every play, so they got to keep some fresh legs out there. 8 yards gained. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the LaRondra 46.5-yard line. They would have loved to tackle him in bounds there. Inside handoff to Thompson. He has the first down.
First down, but tick, tick, tick. Clock is not on their side.
Gain of 5 on the play, but the clock stops while they move the chains. But North Vermilion's got to get a little bit more hurry about themselves if they're going to try to win this football game. Clock starts now, 6:45 and counting. Demo looking to throw. Defender had a hand on him. This is a jump ball, and right there was Ingrafia with Patton.
Good defense.
Looked like it might have been number 44 who was coming hard, who got a hand on the jersey to Phillips and just threw the timing of that play off.
Well, that ball went up like a duck. It's a jump ball, and Graffia was able to get a hand on it and just knock it down.
Wasn't a Duck Dynasty either, you can believe that. That's the facts, Jack.
Hey.
2nd down and 10. 6:31 to go. Inside handoff. Bessler breaks a tackle, but they're there, and they'll get him at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
The freshman in there again.
Well, they were trying to get those two corners who've been coming in on the blitz and then run the draw past them, but they both ran in and read it and stopped it. They were able to keep it for no gain with a little help from their friends. Down to about 6 minutes now as the clock continues to tick. 3rd down and 10. Little holding on this side, but nobody saw it. I guess it's not holding if you don't get called, but Broussard wrapped an arm around him and took him to the ground.
Well, you called it, and all the fans down in front of us called it.
Well, the head referee in the back was looking, and I guess that's where the side judge is supposed to be seeing that, because if we could see it up here, he had to be able to see it. 4th down, though, and 12. 5.5 minutes to go, and this is the ball game for North Vermilion. Going to throw it deep. Pretty good position out there by Bickham.
Oh, no. They're going to flag Bickham again.
And the LaRondra coaching staff is not happy.
They were stride for stride down that sideline. I don't know if the ball was even catchable.
Looked like he had great position. And they're going to call pass interference.
Coach Messina is livid.
Well, I've got to kind of agree with the fans on this one there. You got to let them play a little bit. There have been quite a few pass interference calls tonight, and they all have been kind of iffy if you ask me.
Yeah. Except
for the one where he just flat ran into him. Nevertheless, it's a first down for North Pavilion. Keeps their hopes alive with 5 minutes to go. They have a 1st and 10 from the 30. Dietrich looking to throw, throws it up for grabs, should be picked off.
McGee.
And it is. D.D. McGee just needs to go down, hold on to the football.
And that should seal it.
So the pickoff with 4:44 to go. They tried some trickeration there as Dietrich tried to halfback pass and threw it up for grabs, and Bickham picked it off, and that should seal it for the Wolves.
Interesting play call.
Well, desperation coming, you're down 21.
True, but I mean, you just got a first down via the penalty.
Now we get another penalty against LaRondra for a face mask, but they will have the football. And Coach Messina's got to keep his guys cool out there. You can't have one get kicked out and be lost for next week.
Yeah, you're right. So now you just need to salt this one away. And everybody in LaRondra be happy, happy, happy.
The offensive line's got to do a good job here. You know James is going to get the football, and there he goes right up the middle, dragging people out to the 40 and a first down. And even though it looked like James didn't do much in the first half, but LaRondra kept at it, and wearing them down. James now up to about 85 yards in rushing with a touchdown. But what LaRondra did at halftime is they spread those 4 receivers out and opened up a little bit of hole in the middle, and James had more success in the second half. Here he goes again, busting through the line, picks up 7. Clock down to 4 minutes. LaRondra trying to salt this one away. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Well, they're going to run it all the way down. But, yeah, we saw that formation towards the end of the second half where they spread them out like that, and James was able to get some room running.
James on the carry, picks up another first down, and just got one of the scores from one of our other local teams sometime late in the 4th quarter. St. Thomas is up on Riverside, and
That's
even though
huge.
Riverside ranked 9th, that is would be a big upset, I believe.
Riverside, a very good football team, beat these Wolves here pretty bad.
First down and 10 from the 45, 3:30 and counting.
That run did put James over the century mark, I do believe.
LaRondra up 28, St. Thomas up 28-16, and another flag flies. And if I had to guess, this will go against LaRondra. Imagine that, another penalty against the Wolves.
You know what I think it is? I think this crew heard that the A-team was doing this game, and they wanted to get some TV time.
Yeah, well,
I think that's what it was.
I don't think this is the kind of exposure they wanted. It's kind of like you coming out the shower and your towel drops. Nobody wants to see that. 3:06 to go here. LaRondra trying to put it away and advance to the 2nd round. Flanagan looking to throw. Throws it out there for Ingraffia. Incomplete.
Oh, you got to love the LaRondra fans, man.
They're saying, hey, if you're going to throw all those penalties against us for interference, where's that call?
Where's our flag?
Clock stop, 2:49.
They're pretty rabid fans here.
LaRondra goes on to face the winner of Patterson and not sure.
Jennings.
No.
No.
Acadia, I think it is.
No.
No, it's not them either.
Starts with an R. Maybe it's Rain.
Rain.
2nd
Rayville.
down and 15. Or I think it is Rayville. Rayville and Patterson playing tonight. Late pass over the middle, batted down by Drummer. It'll bring up 3rd down and 15. Kind of not sure why they're throwing the football here. So the winner of this game does play Patterson as they beat Rayville 42-0, I'm told.
So that's, I think that was expected. I believe Coach Messina said in the event we were to win this game, we'd be heading over towards the Lafayette area.
Flanagan throws it out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it appears that's where they may be heading.
Kind of confusing on the play calling there. Maybe just wanted to work on his pass game, but
well, I tell you, not a whole lot of time came off that clock.
Seems like 3 runs there, and we wouldn't have about 30 seconds left in this ball game. I do not think that North Vermilion would have called any timeouts there. High snap over Smith's head. He's going to run it down and gets it back out to about the 43-yard line where North Vermilion will take over.
But they've got a lot of work to do.
Well, I can tell you what, I would be willing to bet whoever the snapper is will get a lot of work this week in practice, as he's been high on all the punts tonight and even a couple from the shotgun formation.
And then going forward into the playoffs, you've got to lock that up. You just can't have it.
Seems like a simple thing just to snap the football back, but the problem is you're worried about that guy lined up right over, because as soon as you snap it, he's going to hit you.
Daryl, other teams in action tonight. Ponchatoula was at home tonight against Houghton. Meet at home against Port Bear. Sumner at home against Brewley. Springfield home against Pickering. St. Thomas, as you said, was on the road at Riverside.
They were at home against Riverside. Riverside, one of those teams that got punished last year for an incident in the playoffs, cannot host a playoff game this year. So even though they were the higher seed, they weren't able to host.
Imagine that, another flag.
Chop block against North Vermilion. So the game that never ends still has 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Back them up 15 yards. It'll be 1st down and 25, but right now I would imagine both coaches just want to see that clock tick. For the North Vermilion seniors, this will be the end of their high school careers. For LaRanger, they live to play another day. Low snap. Decimo throws it out there. Pretty good coverage out there by Bickham as he's stride for stride with Dietrich. Had he turned around quicker, might have been able to pick that one off too.
I'm going to tell you, if the game ends as is, 28-7, I tell you, this is a hard-fought football game.
It really was in our first round of playoffs. While we have a moment here, kudos go out to the Southeastern Lions who have brought the tradition and the pride back to Strawberry Stadium. They've got a big game tomorrow at 3 o'clock against, I believe, Stephen F. Austin.
Sam Houston. Number 4.
Number 4.
FCS. I believe Southeastern is 14. Both teams toting 8-2 records. Southeastern's 5-0, Sam Houston's 4-1, so this is for the conference.
Pass completed to Dietrich. He tries to get to the outside and get out of bounds, but Bickham not letting him get there. Clock will continue to tick.
Coach Ron Roberts has done a whale of a job there at Southeastern.
The LSU Tigers off this week, coming off the loss to Alabama, pretty much a convincing second half whooping of the Tigers.
They got whooped.
And they got to turn around and play A&M next week, so big matchup, but they get a week off. The Saints coming off a thrashing of the Cowboys.
That's a big game there against the 49ers. 49ers have won the last 2 against the Saints. Saints looking for a little redemption.
Decimo looking to throw, swings it to the outside to Dietrich. He's going to be hammered out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. Minute 29 to go.
Saints are a 3-point favorite in that game, so basically that's the home field advantage of the Dome. So they're calling this one pretty even.
Yes, and a late kickoff. And I've got to wake up early in the morning to get online to buy tickets for WrestleMania. Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
coming to the Dome. That's
WWE
right.
coming to the New Orleans Superdome in April. Tickets go on sale tomorrow's. And I promised Nick for his birthday we'd go see the WWE.
I got to get up early for other reasons. About 4 a.m.
Pass thrown up.
Intercept.
And picked off and intercepted. And wait a minute, let's look. Let's make sure there's no flags.
No flags. Don't see any.
And there is no flags, and that
D.D.
should do
McGee
it for
with the
Patriots.
interception. Sealed the deal. We got to pick a player of the game.
Minute 21 to go, and you said you want to talk about the S&S Sports Center player of the game. I'll let you have your first choice.
Well, I got to go with the workhorse. Cody James, over 100 yards, a touchdown.
And I am going to go totally different from you. I would like to announce the S&S Sports Center player of the game. I would like to give it to the whole LaRanger defense because they are the
Good
ones
call.
tonight that have won the football game
call.
for this thing. Hey, they got put in some bad position in the first half. They had a goal line stand to start the second half. The LaRanger defense is my vote for player of the game.
Now that you bring that up, there's no way I can argue with you.
So what are you saying is you concur?
Absolutely. But Cody James did have a great game.
He did do a good job on offense, but like I said, this defense tonight has been the difference. DeAndre Brown on the carry. It'll be third down. Clock continues to tick, and they do not have to snake another step. So the LaRanger Wolves advance
On to the regionals.
to play Patterson next week in the regionals. So for our WSTY Game of the Week, your final score, LaRanger 28, North Vermilion 7. For our cameraman Butch Lee, for the Round Mountain Sound, Matt Greer, I'm the Big Dog saying we hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll bark at you next week.
Injured on the field, hurt on the job, been in a car accident? The doctors at Anthon's Chiropractic Care will help you get back to pre-injury performance level. With treatments including chiropractic adjustments, physical therapy, and massage therapy, you will quickly begin seeing results. Anthon's even schedules Saturday appointments to ensure that your treatment will not interfere with your schedule. So give them a call at 985-542-1640 to schedule your appointment or stop by their downtown location in Hammond across from the Columbia Theater. That's Anthon's Chiropractic Care for all your chiropractic needs.